Greetings to you all today. Kajun, I'm going to do a motivational talk, and doing that motivational talk, I'm going to do it experience with my experience about educating students, those who are in high school, babale more a teenage stage, sa adolescent. Like according to what I'm saying, especially banyana ba ba loreng they are 15 to 16 years of age, 17 years are the main targets to adults. Yes, as I said from the first episodes, the one that was broadcasted about my life, that we were targeting young girls, because we know we were using money to charm them, to buy them luxury things and stuff like the gifts. So today I need to advise them about this pandemic thing, about these older guys. You know, it's so painful, like seeing a lady from the age of 16 to 17 years having a baby before she can even complete a grade 12. So this thing, it's eating me inside, because sometimes when I'm in a clinic, like I see small girls, are they queuing taking their medication, and then some of them are carrying babies, and then when they're carrying their own babies, their babies, they don't have father, they don't have fathers, but they have kids. And so this thing, as I bring it live now to speak with them, that whatever they meet a guy, they see a guy, uh, driving a car, they should not have that pressure because of friends. You must realize this. We all come from different families. As we come in from different families, you must understand that there's a peer pressure at school. Others, they will tell you that you shouldn't be dating your classmate, because your classmate, he won't even give you what we call a lunchbox money, or he will never drive you around, you will never go see things, stuff like that, for outing about the parties. Like when you check the statistics of South Africa, you could even see that most of the people, they never completed their grade 12. It's because of that thing of a stigma of saying, a peer pressure of friends, in fact, friends pressurizing you that chomi wa ipona wa itse keng o pakile o pila, like chomi re tswile le wena. You know, there's something that I want to tell you, that even though you are 16 years or 15 years or 17 years, there's life in 5 years to come. You must realize, everyone, we had dreams. Even me, when I was at school, my dream was to become a pilot. When I check at school, the people that I went school with, when I completed my matric, yes, we separated, lady friends, etc. All my friends, others, they were police, others were soldiers, others, they became doctors, others are teachers today. Then I ask myself where I am today and what happened about my life. So this thing I'm bringing to you live, that your life begins now. This show is about to change your own life. You have to know and understand, what are you doing at school? What do you want to be after you complete your matric? There's life even now. Yes, dilo tse dintsi that I can advise you as lily teenagers. What I'm saying to you is that HIV is there and it's alive. And then most of the guys of our age, from 30 years above, we know that we cannot date banyana ba o lekana le rena with the same age, whereby they are close to 31, 32. If you check, banyana ba ba leng self-independent, they are 32 years of age. Maybe she can have one child. She need a stable boyfriend, to steady boyfriend, someone agamunyalang. But we know that we call them the control freaks, whereas whereby they are not control freaks. We know that we're somebody challenge, but we know that there's that mentality, or a late adolescent stage, whereby it's not a late adolescent stage. It's just that we are doing it for pleasure. But imagine you as a young lady there, out there, at the age of 15 years. There comes me, as the same as Tabi. So it's an moment driving a Vorpa. You don't even know because most of the guys, they use that. You don't have that mentality, or man, how can I copy the car registration and send it to someone who's working at subs and check this car or a car mang with the registration. You don't have that mind. The only thing that what pains me every day, seeing young girls banametse di front seat tsa dikoloi, when you go to the BNB, Soshanguve, Mabopane, Mamelodi, at Ridgevilles, there are plenty of BNBs. Even they are making money, these BNBs these days. Imagine if a guy comes to you, I was or no, John, I love you, like I really want to be with you. When you check that guy is 35 years of age, you 16 years or 17 years, that guy has got this, he's got the same daughter, same age like yours, then he is taking advantage about you because he knows that he's using money, it's got power by using that thing. So today I'm going to educate you about one thing, that the class that you are attending today, grade 10 or grade 11, let me tell you one thing. If you can complete your grade 12 and listen to your teachers and your parents, even though your parents are not educated, I like to use this word, like most of the people, I tell them that born in a poor family is not your fault, but if you die poor, it's your own fault. Even though your mother is a kitchen girl, she cannot afford, she cannot do anything for you, she cannot buy you pets, she cannot buy you toiletry. Let me tell you one thing, there are teachers at school, there are pastors in churches, there are adults that understand that, okay, we can help. If ever you don't talk, you don't raise your voice, like you can go to your neighbor, asking your neighbor, Papa, Mama, you know what, can I have a problem, I don't have a sanitary pads. There's no one can insist to buy for you for the sanitary pads. Hona le bana ba bang among the group that you are living among, but the parents tsa bona, they don't have a say mo bona. So then they will end up recruiting you. Listen, this is your life. Your mom had her own life. She enjoyed her own life. So when you shouldn't listen to your mom. She's a failure. She never completed a matric. But you forgot one thing. Your mom never aborted you. Your mom kept you. Your mom uhudi seeds. Your mom utsuile through that little tin house for you to survive. And she made sure that you have to eat every day. Until today, you reach 15 to 16 years to 19 years. Yes, most of them, whatever what we talk in really group. I'm going to tell you something. It's your own choice for you what you decide. The taxi driver that you see, that doesn't mean, or that guy driving a taxi, he wanted to drive a taxi. He had a dream. Everyone, what's an school, they had a dream. If you question each and every person next to you or anyone next to you, when you offer school, what do you want to be? Everyone's got a dream. I want to be a pilot, but I never been a pilot. Yes, I did mathematics and science at school. I didn't do more research about mathematics and science, that if I want to be a pilot, I have to study, I have to do mathematics in higher grade than physics and geography. I chose the subject with the standard grade. I did mathematics and science and biology. There was no geography there. I never followed my career. I never knew Guti, I can go to my teacher and do the research about my career. For me to achieve, what must I do? What must I have? Yes, I was disciplined at school. But today, my life has changed because of my status. My status, I got it the way like everyone, but we got infected in different ways. Hence, I mentioned from the last episode, I said, I cannot point who infected me with the virus. When I check, no kilo one, when I analyze this, age group ya banyana ba ke robetseng le bona. My question is, if they were nagrobala le bana ba 16 to 17, 18, 19, bana bale ananong, as I speak, as I'm disclosing to you about my HIV status, that me I'm HIV positive, my question is, bona ananong, are they aware of their status now? Because I don't know among them who infected me. I cannot even count. If they can say estimation how many girls of that age group you slept with, I can only say more than 70. So now I'm giving you this. Put it in your brain, put it in your mind, then think. That 70 without using a protection, as we speak right now, how many people did they infect? So from today, you have to understand this, that for you to go to school, for you to study, it's for you to have a brighter future tomorrow. These cars that we are driving, don't be sure that those cars are ours. Most of the guys, same age group of us, we are targeting you young girls. And then we know that you are not expensive. You will never ask me a clothes. The only thing that it can be expensive to you for me to buy for you a gift, it can be a cell phone. I know that if I come with a bunch of what we call the makeups and all the stuff, this thing that you are using, the tattoos, I mean, not the tattoos, oh, sorry, the toiletries for you and to change your hairs. Those are the things so debatable. That's why sometimes at school, teachers they will end up telling you that if you don't listen to me, it's up to you. At the end of the day, I'm getting paid. And then which is true. You must check most of the teachers. They might be staying in your area, they are having kids, but bana ba bona ba tsene dikolo ana mo bona ba ruta mo teng. Bana ba bona they can travel ba ruteya ko ba utlwella stuff like that. Phela you must check or mokasi what we do. Rena re le mokasi. We like re le majita like age group ya. I'm talking about le ka nna. Like when re le mola re gadarile re le majita. Lo ka feta ngwana ebile that mentality or that girl she's 13 or 14 years rena re lebeletse the reverse at the back something e lo reng ra bona gore jo okay sharp mepako ke e la mola ngwana le ena re tsena mola wa motse gore wa mmona o la ke thabiso o la ke thabo ko la o tsamaya ka di-golf 7 di-golf 6 golf mamang you get my point you don't even know whether I'm a salesman ko mccarthy ba mfa dikoloi tseo I'm advertising them but you don't even ask yourself a question but this guy says he dates me obviously ke a itse gore when I'm dating a 15-year-old 16-year-old go tseneng le wena ko hae go tsena le wena what time go tsena le wena at 10 o'clock at night in the morning I have to take you out around 5 o'clock I don't want people to see you reason being it's because I know that what I'm doing is totally wrong so bana ba kwa today I'm advising you stay away from money stay away from the older guys stop wasting your time with something someone to fool you and tell you that you know what I wish I can have life with you you must check most of the guys they don't have grade 12 most of the guys they never went to school most of the guys you must check when I talk about freaks I'm going to use this word because I once was a freak also na ke tsena tavern Monday to Sunday and every man who attends the tavern ha ona motho a ka tsenang ko taverneng a nwa bjala a ra tsena o nwa bjala ka mola a nwa bjala re yena a ka se fase it's highly impossible ask yourself a question my brother once taught me something Artabiso you know what Friday you get a chick there once you get a chick you ask her one question or mar baby ke o bona na le nna okay sharp baby ra go nna sharp re ra dilo tsa rena Artabiso ask yourself a question or if that lady a tsamaile le wena ka Saturday mabane wena you were not there o tsamaile le mang and you must check most of the time le bana ba banyane le na bana ba sekolo where do we have an intercourse with you we have the intercourse with you ka mara dikoloi because we do quick and then let me tell you one thing HIV is a permanent thing that will stay in your body it's not something that tomorrow you will be hearing me by saying yes even now I can test and say yes my results are they say negative it's undetectable yes I took my medication and yes I'm still taking my medication but the route that e ke tsamayang ka yona it has changed me to live a healthy lifestyle so to you today like imagine you at that age I'm not talking about those who were born with it yes those who were born with it we understand that it is the way it is so but imagine you at your age your mom gave birth to you until today at the age of 17 you are 17 16 years 18 the only thing your problem is only one when you go to a clinic you don't get tested and there's one thing that you guys are doing every time when you go to a clinic I advise you this don't just go there and say I'm going to prevent for pregnancy yes you can prevent it it's fine but you must understand and check how many people are sleeping with you without not using a protection sometimes ask yourself a question there comes a guy a 38 years old guy to you into your life o tsena mo phelong ba hao ha tsena mo wena o botse gore wa o rata ha re wa checka that guy o lekana le mama hao o beleilwe this guy a ntse a itse dilo a o itse gore this guy o re betse le batho ba ba kae that's why sometimes when you go to Facebook you scroll there's this other picture ke rata o e bona it's like ke jersey so ina le zipinyana ina le disoulunyana tsa batho it's an image ya a woman so ya bontsha this woman slept with so many people those souls they are inside that person sometimes your sisters even though le bo se ba lena no matter ausi hao ona le Brazilian you know I always like preaching to say an empty brain has been covered with a Brazilian Air 3000. Sometimes I do use a joke or say, okay, most motho o reka 3,000 a Brazilian, but o palelwa go reka cement sa 70 rand. The only thing I tabelang fela, it's only to have a takeaway and a low cover to go to Maraba Star to buy those color blockings. Let me tell you one thing. Out of 5 friends that you are having today, 5, with my fingers, I'm putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There will be only one survivor there. That survivor will, when you go doing your thing, you must check among you. There's one person who's quiet, and that person knows the direction where they are going with life. They have dreams, they have future. Don't rely on someone who's going to come or calling a friend saying, show me, you know what, I just met this guy. Just ask yourself a question: how old is this dude? Yes, we understand that a 17-year-old boy driving a car, or a 19-year-old boy, a boy will be driving his parents' cars, stuff like that. They are sending him to the shop, stuff like that. Stop listening, stop being motivated by people who are failures in life. We have failures, but one failed. So today, hence I failed. I don't say you have to fail. I'm here to rebuild you. I'm here to build you. The teacher that you see at school, they're in front of you, teaching you, or the pastor or the bishop that you see in front of you preaching for you, those people are not fools. Yes, when you are there teaming up as a friends, we will say no, bona, just because now they are 40 years, they achieve, so then no jabu chabarin. We don't say uska jabu chaba. You know, it's so nice when Ojabo Chaba, when you went to school after your matric, you go to a tertiary, wafetsa mola. Tomorrow we hear ngwana mola or mfana mola, he's an IT technician, or he's a, what we call, is a train driver, is a police, is a magistrate, how. You know, sometimes you have to put this thing in your mind. Just check where your mom raised you. Our parents raised us in a tin house, and azangarabula pay. And then the question is, do you want to raise your kids the same way how your mother raised you? You must check and even understand for you to respect your parents. Again, you must check. Nako ya no sa tshwana le ya kale. Mola kale, parents were like, lentatana sa bereki, mama khona hola 500 a week. They would provide us, the 7 of us in the family. But you must check today life ya kajeno. It's so fast. It's like today barotseno go lebe bitse ba re ke di vorpa. Yes, it's a vorpa, but you don't know how much is that car. You don't know if the owner of that vorpa where is staying. That guy will always tell you. Let me tell you this one technique whereby the guys we using. When I'm in a relationship, I'm drunk there. Try to charm mola, trying to charm you, and then you know what? I have a problem with my relationship. Even like this thing, I'm even telling your sisters, those people who are above 25, from 15 to 35, I'm telling them that this is a technique we men you are using. We like using this thing of saying, Ish, you know what? I'm not happy in my relationship. My relationship is complicated. So I just need someone as to, I want to leave this girl, stuff like that. It's a lie. That is a totally a lie. If I'm in a toxic relationship, I have to end things and then heal and move on. You understand? So that guy, he knows what he wants. You must check this thing. Before you met a guy, firstly, it will be about chatting. It will be at times. After they get under your pants, although this guy tomorrow will be telling you, saying, you know what? I'm busy, I will call you. If someone can say I'm busy, just know that they are done. Go away. Just check how many girls are raising kids without they don't have fathers today as we speak. Nahana Melek is 200 rand. When you check, one over droplets. When you check, there's a pampas. When you check, there's those things they call the baby Johnson. Kana mo aksoblele ga di purity, aksoblele about what you eating. Already those things, they worth even 500. You feta that 350. Imagine. Now I once told myself, Carno, my mom raised me here, and in the same house. Ako irangwana kena in the same house. I need to have my own apartment. I once told myself that, and yes, it has happened, like the way I did it. Imagine in a house, like sometimes we blame poverty. We just say, no, my mom failed me. My father failed me. Oga Maratin house. You are the one who should change the situation at home. This teen house keka. Then they send you to school to go and study? Why didn't you just we talk? Some things you just avoid them, sometimes I wish I could turn back the clock and say, you know what, God, can I be 16 years and be a virgin? Things that experience tse ke fetile mo tsona le knowledge e ke nang le tsona tsa dilo tseo, some they are so painful, ebile you can feel ashamed to share them in public, but you have to share them. Today, what did I gain by sleeping with those 70 or 170 million girls? Today I'm the one who's HIV positive. Today I'm the only one who's going to a clinic. My friends, those I hang out with them, they don't know about my status. Now they're going to see my status because now I'm talking about myself, because I know my direction, I know where I'm going. So the thing is that ask yourself this question. Today, as I'm talking to you now, when you check, or now I'm 16 years of age, I'm in grade 10. I'm only left with 2 years to complete my studies. That's why our government is always also trying to bring food at school, each and every one of you to eat, stuff like that. The peer pressure, friends, it will never work for you. Let me tell you one thing. I do go to a clinic, I cannot mention the name of the clinic. When I go to a clinic, school uniform. Sometimes I used to gossip with sisters, though they cannot disclose, but sometimes you find someone as a social worker, like when we talk about the HIV living, there's this thing, Banaba, they are coming here, and we cannot force them. They are here to prevent for pregnancy. Karmar, is there a method that we can use to educate them that, okay, even though, imagine at the age of 14, 15, 16, 17, you're still in high school, but in your mind, it's a prevention. What about your books? You understand? I rather abstain than taking these injections, injecting my body, trying to sleep. Let me tell you, to show me that you love me, I'm in a relationship with you. It's not all about to prove with an intercourse, to have an intercourse with me. It's about, there's no love at all from a 16-year-old girl to 16 to 17. It's just a waste of time. For me to come to your age group in high school, to park my car there, to say, no, I need, and you must check these guys with cars. You know what they're doing? They have a friend in high school. Having a friend in high school, what they do, mfano tsena skolo, ke bale ba itira di chess boy nyana. That boy, o tlo le rekisa bo botle. He's going to sell you one by one. He will tell you that, you know what, my friend, are we better gawe? Bona chomi, bona ka botsa mfana. And they used to call him mfana o ja nyuku. Even that guy what's amanga kolo ya ka sibule ilori yena wa lwala. We have people in our community, they say, bona, they will never die alone. Bona ba kry-ile HIV mo lefatsheng. They want to spread HIV mo lefatsheng. Just imagine, fella, if someone come into our board, if like le nananong, if you check me physically, facially, you will never see the virus in my body. I'm just like you. We are normal. I'm not feeling it. It's just that it's in my blood. It's in my blood. It's just a virus that is in my blood, just like a flu. But imagine you becoming a victim of that a person. He started having an intercourse when you were 2 years of age. Imagine when you were 2 years of age. Kana that person was at your stage when you were 2 years. Why don't you just ask yourself a question? Sometimes we used to say whites are corruption, Beira Ing. Whites they get married at the age of 21, they do two kids. At the age of 25, they have a house because that's how they were taught. You understand? So imagine when you meet a guy from the age of 33, 35, he's still hunting for a relationship. Do you take that person serious? That person fell. When you check him, that guy is still 35 years, but still staying at home. That guy, Lina Lai, they're only praising him. Bamiza bra money maker, the kumtase, or bamiza ma thousand, ma million. What happening? Just imagine what happening. Those silly names. You understand? Imagine a nickname. Baubiza ma thousand. When you check motoba miza ma thousand, marabala mutembeto I get scared. Unzo go back room, kako be one, kako be lebilo karkiako. Pep store ya utlhaba yele ya di stripe tse pedi. You understand? So and then after that when just because wena di chomi tsa hao di o lokela pressure bona, look, this guy o just zaka chomi, by sleeping around, it's like you are a prostitute indirect, and you are not using a protection, because those guys now your age group it let's get this thing here. If I go with you guy, no, I don't mind to give you 200 ke tsamaye le wena go file 200 rand, but what am I giving you? Don't forget, there are people that are doing, I can just call it Illuminati things. Ho na le batho ba bang ba ipofetse ka hore they have to sleep with girls every day. We don't know what they are spreading. It's not only HIV, it's there are demons tse ba di tshelang every day they have to sleep with a woman, and after ba robala le wena ngwanyana o tlo kry-a lore o na le di-bad luck. Some of you, they will be saying, so I went to tertiary, in tertiary ka fetsa ka kry-a degree ka kry-a diploma, wait, I've been applying more than 10 years I get respond, but she forgot gore ko morago kwa she once slept with someone o loreng motho o dira what we call perform the rituals. Those things are like virus, like HIV. That's how HIV is. It's the same as like the same ritual. Even me, if someone can sleep with a lady, or a ritual guy sleeping with a lady, why ritual, ritual, I'm also going to take that demon. This thing is virus. That's why poverty in South Africa is high, because most of you girls, we believe that okay, by opening my legs and then sleeping around, I can raise money. Just check my age group e ke tseneng le yona ko high school. There were these girls na bapara, imagine skete se tla se ile more than, let me just say, maybe a rule, is it 20 centimeter size, e tla le 20 centimeter size skirt or 25 centimeter. Wena o ya go mme wa thela ore no, I want you to do me 7 centimeter. Just check banyana ba lena ba ntsha diapa nna ke bolela ka ba ke tseneng le bona school, like ke bolela according ka reality. Here we are talking about reality. Na ba para di mini skirt, ba nna le ma-teacher, there were taxis at school di tla go bona, rena mola mo rena majita na ile boshiu ntse re dlala le bona. But when you check them today, they have 4 kids, 7 kids, different fathers. Correct, it's a problem this thing. And now like today, imagine o twa go eno wa pere skete se loreng la o tsamaya go morao se ntsha go morao. Then you tell me, are you going to school, or are you going to school to harass the teachers? Like, check the way you dress. Your teacher is a male, same age group like me. Your teacher umola weirdly teaching course, then to teach you, for you to learn, and then when you are sabotaging your teacher, you want that attention from your teacher, then your teacher tomorrow comes you little this thing, you're okay, teacher say baharaza bana ba rena. Even the parents, there I know this thing is happening in social movie. A mother, same age group girls, baba na le same age group, bana le bana ba lekana le bana ba rena ba 15 years, ba romela bana re tsamaya le ena o ira ntwe le lena batswadi le ena age group ya ka ke bolela le lena. I'm telling you straight, ngwana how was thing, you have to go to school again and check the performance ya ngwana hao, check the attendance ya high, because most of the girls they go to school o mona pere uniform in the morning a tswa a ya sekolong. Ha ya sekolong there's a quantum memetso re koloi polo vivo eng e eme go khone ya motse ya mone her 10 to 2 kolele ya musa e nna ngwana mathomo o fitla kwa hae. The next thing after you find out gore ngwana hao o nna le motho ba re ke bra gupta, ha o tlwela o nyaka information ba rona le chelete, you sending your child there. Ngwana hao o hola ka that mentality, oh, this is the way to make money. You never educate your child that, my child, you know what, you can use protection. Here are the condoms. There are diseases like STI, infections, hypertensions, things that are coming through sex. You never educate your child. Ngwana hao le ena, because o bona ka wena, today you are showing him this guy, tomorrow you are showing him this guy. Ngwana o hola a itse hore no, go ahead, life it's like this. Imagine when you check mama ha nyalwa, ko mama sa nna go ntlong ya koko ko koko bana ba koko a ba nyala, but every weekend when they come ke dikolo, so le bana ba rena ba batlelang ba 15 years, they are taking this as like it's a living thing, you understand? And then when it's like that, it's like mo bona now it's a culture to them. Then they will address it to the others and tell them that, you know what, to raise money, even the card they are uttering at you, you must wave a hand, because you don't know what you are missing out. So those are the things that today I need to tell you, that you must understand that we are living mo lefatsheng le lo re lemeng ka about bana ba kwa hae. we must condomize. We must not go to a clinic and say, there we are going to prevent a pregnancy. Your teachers are your parents. Your pastors are your parents. Just know the field yona. What are you there for? So I thank you a lot. Until we meet again.